All right, everybody. Hello and welcome back to Hollow Knight. We're picking up right where we left off in the last episode, where we have just defeated the false knight. And yeah, let's continue on. Up here, we're gonna get our first ability. And you'll see what that is in just a moment. All right, so we got a bench in here. We can update our map. So we got a couple of things filled in there. And this is the snail shaman. Oh, who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hallownest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help? Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a little nasty spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Alright, so this shaman has given us a spell. Let's take it. Consumed the vengeful spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. Cool. So we got our vengeful spirit. But he's locked us in here now. You've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. Now that we're awake, I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as a repayment of my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's hardly a creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Oh, excuse me. It's a hardy creature. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. Alright, so the shaman needs a small favor, which we'll do for him. And you can see here, we press B, we got that vengeful spirit. So we got a little projectile now, which is great. But it does consume our soul. So I have to keep that in mind for... We don't want to use up too much of our life force because we only have so much. Might as well get these little guys out of here. Let's heal up. We'll find some more soul, don't worry. We don't really need to kill all these, but they're not too bad. All right, we can see a little hidden wall here. So this is an old relic. It just contains soul. We can hit it and get some more. I'm gonna skip over a fair amount of these guys. We got some more Geo, and then you'll remember this here from the beginning. When we collect those, it gives us some extra masks. And now you'll see below, we've run into this guy before, but now that we have a projectile, we can get him. So we've unlocked that previous location that we were at. We'll have to go back there and check it out. And we also get the Soul Catcher, which is a charm. Used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with the nail. Cool. So when we wear that charm, we get more soul per hit. So it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Ah, look, the gate between us is opened. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you're seeking, it will find you. Alright, so we got our first little spell. And the shaman made note that, you know, that beast used to be peaceful. But something in the air has caused some aggression. Just to connect the dots for you, you'll see to the right of us where we are now is where we came from, and then we've got the ancestral mound. That's where we just were, and this is going to take us back to where we first met Cornifer. As you can see, he's now gone. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area, available now for an excellent price. Well, we already have a map. Okay, so we could go back to where the location that was blocked off before, but instead of doing that, we've got a couple more things over here off to the right. So we're actually going to work this way. And I know of a couple things that we're going to want over in this direction. So let's go get those before we use that spell on the little creature blocking the way. Actually, yeah, we can get back up here. We'll just have to get past this guy. So you can see there, we took a hit, and he actually took both of those mask shards, and it sounded a bit different. That's because that enemy hits for 2, not 1. They're very strong. All right, we haven't been in here yet. These guys are a little bit annoying. They've got their little shields, which isn't too much to deal with. You can just get on top of them, but admittedly, we don't really need to. We can just pass through. All right, now there is some stuff in here. We'll start by taking this guy out. And there's a little geo patch up here, which we can get if we're just careful with our positioning. That's okay. And then I'm just going to stick over here because I know that in here, if we just pogo off of these spikes a little bit, we can get another grub, which is great. The more of those we get, the better. We'll get a lot of good rewards. Now I am gonna skip over these guys, but I'll come in here. And in here, we've got a door with an open slot. So, just something to keep in mind. We'll have to find something to put in the open slot. And we'll work our way down. So now we've got a sleeping little guy. This is actually our second boss. This is the Gruz mother. We are still pretty weak, but she's not too bad. And a decent amount of geo on top. Now you'll notice she's got a bunch of babies that come out of her. I tried to get a fair amount of them with that vengeful spirit, but we missed, which is okay. So the Gruz mother and her babies have perished. Alright, looks like there's a bench up there. Cannot get to just yet. Now, this is what we really wanted to get. This is why we came over here. Ugh, Oro, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually, I live in an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins don't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. Alright, cool. So we got Sly, and you probably noticed when we came in, his eyes were orange. He's saying he was stuck in a dream. We woke him up, and he's heading back to Dirtmouth. You're exploring then, very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail though, and I can tell just by looking at you that you know how to wield it. Alright, we've exhausted that. Now, if we come up here, got a secret little path. Again, just connecting dots for you. We haven't filled this in yet, but this is the room that we came from. We came down here, but we'll check out what we can over in this direction. There is another little soul holder up here, so let's top off. And you may not recognize this room, but we have been in it already. And I'll show you where we came from. So when we first got into this room, we came from this direction, and we saw the sign to go upwards towards the stag. So now you'll probably recognize it. However, there's a little section down here, so let's check it out. Aha. So this is a dead end here. But again, it's no big deal. That's the fun of a Metroidvania game. We'll just have to come back another time. All right, let's work our way back to where we were right after the ancestral mound. And I think, yeah, the easiest way is probably gonna be just to go back this direction. We'll go back past the false knight. Again, my familiarity with the game is just because I've played it a lot. Don't get discouraged if you're losing track of things. The map is very expansive, and it can be pretty difficult to get a read on, especially if you don't have the right tools. But it'll come to you. Hope you guys are excited about Hollow Knight. It's not a game for everyone, I understand. But yeah, it's one of my favorite games. I love playing this game. I'll try to do as much as I can. As we get further into it, those of you who are familiar with Hollow Knight will know kind of some of the achievements and percentages and whatnot that we can look to do to complete the game. Yeah, I'd love to get everything done, but it can be difficult. It can be tough. All right, so this is where we found ourselves before. Whoops. Hold on. Let me come back up. This is where we were before, where that same creature was just blocking the path, but now we can come through. Yeah, the Pilgrim's Way. We just got to get him a good few times with our projectile, and we should be set. There we go. Now, don't forget about the acid water. More commonly known as Sprite. We definitely don't want to go down there. And this place is full of Sprite. This is the green path. Now, you'll notice that when I open the map, it's still dark, even though we just discovered the green path. That's because we gotta find Cornifer in this area, and he'll give us a map. So you don't get the map right away. But this area is full with a lot of greenery, as you can tell, lots of plants. And lots of little bugs that utilize their plant powers, like this guy. Platforming is a big component in this game. So all of these little platforms, you just gotta learn how to, how to position yourself correctly. Now this here's actually a trap. You may notice some teeth there. And if we walk into it, we'll trigger the trap. So you gotta be watchful. There's always things like that in this game. All over the place. These little guys too, they hide. But we're just going straight. That's all we have right now, straight. Up here we can find a bench. Now, before I sit here, I'll take a look at the map, and you can see there's some areas that are still blurred out. But if we rest, we see map updated, and I come back in. Now you can tell some of those things in the bottom right are filled in. So having that, what's it called? Whoops. The map and quill. Yeah, getting that quill really helps fill up the map. All right, let's keep going. Still no map for green path yet, but we'll find one. Nothing there. Oh, someone there though. What was that? Looks like we cannot go that direction. Not yet, at least. So we'll carry on for now. But this game is so peaceful, just even sitting and listening to the music. It's all done so well. And it looks like this just goes back up to, yeah, where we were. So we can't make it there yet. Lots of just exploring around until you find your way. Okay, so here we've got some hanging logs that we can cut down. I bet we can crush that guy. Yep. Now, I'm going to give you another little secret here. I'm actually not going to kill this guy yet because I actually want to use him. So just like we did before to get that grub, I actually know that Cornifer is over here. So we're going to come see Cornifer. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. Purchase a map of the area? Yes. So we got our map, but I also happen to know that there's another hidden thing up there. So if we can, we want to try to get this little mosquito guy in that area. Oh. There he is. I thought he glitched out for a second. Perfect. So yeah, we want to try to get him to follow us in here. Oh, I missed. And we can pogo off of him if we just got to get it just right. Okay. Failing a little bit here. Let me see if I can get him right there. Cool. And now, I missed it. No problems. We'll come back later. There's a grub up there. We don't really need it, but it's good to just grab him. I also want to just go ahead and unlock this so we have it for later. It's just a little shortcut. So before we went up right there, and now we can go straight. Gotcha. Uh-oh. I thought I heard a grub. There's also something up there that I want to get to. Maybe we'll have to try to get our way back up. All right, here's the grub. I knew it was around somewhere. Another big tip for this game, for those of you who are interested in playing, is just don't allow yourself to get stressed out. This game is designed, and you'll see it more and more as we get into more boss battles. This game is designed to stress you out and make you think you have to move really quickly. Just don't do that. Just stay chill. You can come back later and do it again. Like this boss. Tiny Squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal, it will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Oh, just kidding, this is not a boss. But we get to take the hunter's journal. Defeat enemies to add new entries to the journal and decipher the hunter's notes. So as we defeat enemies throughout the game, we'll gain more info on the creatures. Little Squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay, descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. Cool. So I'll show you that real quick. Here's the journal. And as we kill these creatures, yeah, we just get more information on them. And you can see, so like defeat 8 or more to defeat 8 more to decipher the hunter's notes. So we just gotta work on killing those. And we will do so over time. All right, let's keep going. Looks like there's a little geo pocket right here. Grab it. Over there to the right was just that grub, so let's go left. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Oh, there she was again. And gone in a flash. Is she over here? Nope. But there is a Geo here. You can see we got another little trap. Let's keep following her. Maybe she's leading us to something. These little guys will start popping out of this too. They're nothing to be afraid of. They're just little guys with a bunch of leaves on them. Chargers, I think, is what they're called. You can just jump over them. Oh, there she is. Oh, something down there, but it looks like it's too far away for us to jump there without landing in the acid. Let's keep following. Whoops. Aha. So there's a bench here, but it's locked. But it looks like a toll machine with the symbol of a bench. Yep. So we just gotta pay to play right there. And now we've got our green path map. Cool. Okay, so it looks like we can continue going up. Let's do so. Because that other character looks like they're going up. Let's go up again here. Aha. The greater mind once dreamed of a leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. Okay, so got a little tablet there. The mind of Un. And if we come in here, you'll see we can't do anything in here yet. So, what will we do? We'll come back later. Alright, so we haven't fought this guy before. This is a new guy. This is a Moss Knight. Nothing to be afraid of, though. Just a little mini boss there. At this point in the game, our nail is still pretty weak, but the vengeful spirit that we can use is decently strong. So we'll use it when we can. Now this area is not as lush and green. It reminds me of the Forgotten Crossroads, where we started. Oh, look here. We got another little guy. He's being eaten. Can we help him out? Sure enough. Another little mini boss. No big deal, just jump over him when he comes down. This boss is a little annoying just because you kind of just gotta wait on him to make a move. But it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's check on our friend. Hey, you look just like us. Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey. Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zokt the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. You're welcome, I think. Alright, so we've got Zokt there. He doesn't seem too happy about us rescuing him, though. I hear a grub. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. So it looks like we gotta defeat this guy first. You can just stay on top of him. Shoot at him a little bit. And saved. Whoops. Actually, if I can, I do want to go this way. And I'll show you why in just a second. Uh-oh. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I promise I'll come back. But I just don't want to die. And I know that if I come this way, we don't have to die. And you can see the screen was turning red. That's because of the charm that we're wearing, the Fury of the Fallen. So technically we have more strength at that low health. But I know that there's a bench here, so instead of dying and losing all that geo, we may as well come unlock this. But I do want to go back up there and defeat that Moss Knight. So let's do so. That's the thing with this game is the enemies may not seem too bad, and most of them are not. But if you're just a little careless, then you definitely can can start losing pretty quickly. All right, so there's two of them now. The other one didn't spawn before because I didn't get close enough to him. But I actually want both of them out. Because then, if I shoot a Vengeful Spirit, I hit them both. And now we're chilling. This is why I wanted to come back here. There's these big geo pockets up here, so all that money we just spent on the stag station, we already made it back. And we killed that guy already. All right, we got this here. And if I remember correctly, yeah, this is where we came from. So you'll remember we fought the first guy here. And we couldn't get up here before, but now we've circled around and we've unlocked it. All right, instead of going back down to the stag station, I want to come in here because we're close to our next ability. We want to grab that. Oh, here they are. Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it. Alright, so this is Hornet. This is our next big boss. And then we'll get an ability from this, which is great. Hornet's pretty flashy, but again, nothing too crazy to worry about just yet. A lot of this is just, you know, having played a bunch, I'm pretty familiar with Hornet's moves. Once we get towards the later game bosses, obviously not quite as familiar, but it just goes to show, if you're playing this game along with me and you're having a tough time, it's good to know that after practicing a little bit and learning, it's not too hard. You can definitely get better. All right, so we defeated Hornet and she escaped. Now, there's a little something here for us. Taking the Mothwing Cloak. So this is probably our most essential ability in the game, in my opinion. The dash. The dash is pretty strong. Oh. Would it seek to break the seals? They cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. Okay, not too sure what that was about. But now we've got our dash, which is great. And we will definitely use this dash in the next episode. Let's take a break here. This is a good stopping point. Hope you guys are enjoying. I will see you in the next one. Catch you later, guys.